It is so still. Big thick clouds up, we might get a little bit wet today. Trying to load up on water the last 10-15. I love this shirt. It smells a little bit clean though. that one doesn't. We're still hunting today with the 577. I don't know if that'll show up. So this is the 577 with the 2 3/4 inch case. So it's a Nitro Express, not the black powder. These are, wow, they're just devastating. 650 grain projectile doing 1980 feet a second out of the old Martini. I won't go too deep into that. There's a heap of videos already on this gun. Alrighty. Already did my checks before I got into the car. So everything smells really good out here. No one's been on this track for a long time. Here comes that rain. Not 100% excited about that rain because it means I'm going to rub. If you've been in the tropics and worn long clothes in the rain for any period of time, you know what I'm talking about. Things that are not supposed to rub and become raw, rub and subsequently become raw. You hear that? Big thunder over there. It's coming this way too. Anyway, we'll cut it here. I'm going to load up and start heading that way. See if we can find something interesting. We've got a cow up here, an old red cow, curly horns. She's got no meat on her. We won't take her. All right. That way. This is where the cow came to drink. Spring. It's actually a nice clean spring. These little pigs digging that up. still so much water out here. It hasn't. There's been no sustained rain out here. It's only been, little scuds come through. So I think some of these places, they're just they're perpetually wet. They are always wet. Maybe on one of those super dry seasons, they dry up. I'm yet to see one. But this one here's got a fair bit in it, which tells me it's spring fed. I don't know if you can see the colour of that sky out there. But that's where all the thunder's coming from. I think we might continue heading towards that because this creek, or this wetland, branches off the main creek line and then heads out into the boonies. That's where I want to go. So, I don't know. I'll just keep walking and bring you back when something exciting comes along. Suck back that way. These are all buffalo wallows. I'm not seeing much big sign. This little noisy bugger up here. He's got a mate over there and they're following me down this creek. It's just gone 5 o'clock. I have seen nothing, but this is really, really interesting country in here. There's a heap of buffalo tracks. Not mobs, just lone animals, which is good. Could be a bull in here. But this time of day they're out there feeding. I may bump one along here, I don't know yet. But I'm going to put today down as an explore. Anyway, we're going to keep going. We'll go for probably an hour that way, and then as soon as I hit 6 o'clock, about face head back. There's some risks walking through this country at night time, especially with holes like this. And crocodiles will often set up on the bank, especially if their water's too cold. And you never know what you're going to bump into. So we're going to duck over there. I think there's some water over there. Going by the amount of birds anyway. Listening. That might have been a bit far back. Oh, he's got a crockpot on him. Fresh scar. Yeah, that was a bit far back. Or was it? Good looks. Where'd the bullet go in? Oh, there. He's a hog. A big pig. That is a really big animal. Look at the size of his head. What's that? That's 12 inches long. That's the depth of his head. He's got a lot of scars on him. Fighting scars. That's the scar that will never heal. Scars up there. It's got what looks like just there, crook scar. I might have to make that bit a little bit blue and green. You can see that scar there. We'll get a photo or two. We'll roll him over. Obviously we'll not get that slug back because it's in there somewhere. Voilà, anyway, it's literally 5 minutes from when I last spoke to you, so persistence, follow the creek, follow the sign. So where I pointed at the pig tracks right beside the water, that is 70 metres, thereabouts. Alright, let's get in there. Got to be careful pulling this grass. It's like razor, it slips in your hand. It's going to chop you up. Now we need a stick. Do you know what a stick is? A stick is a stick, and therefore a stick, and it does what a stick does. And I know it may be hard to understand, so I've had a few people ask me about this little Tommy. This little Tommy is handmade by a bloke called Ben, and he runs stump knives. I'm going to actually, Ben, I hope it's alright with you, I'm going to put your website details in this video, and if you want to get one of these, now this is obviously a very small one, I like it because it's tiny, but he makes them bigger as well. But look, just be warned, when you go onto his site, the chances of you buying just a single item are slim. He has got a lot of great gear there, so go check it out. Cool. Anyway, that's that. You've got a big head, dude. Like, no shit. You got a bit of broken ivory there. What have you been up to? I think he's been blueing. But he's got... There's a good hook this side, isn't it? Good grinders too, dude. Nice grinders. Get a bit of that stuff off your snout, get you a bit pretty for the photo. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gonna be green. What a big donk. You are a big donk. What have we got in here? We should have... Oh, what about that? Alright. So, Saturday. What are we? Saturday the... I think it's the 1st of November today. We've done only maybe 2 kilometres from the ute, but we're in pretty virgin country. You have got to cross 2 creeks to get here, and then it's nothing country until you find these little water holes, and then it's nothing until the next water hole, and then again nothing till the next one. But persistence paid off, and we bumped into this bruiser. He's not very big in the hook department, but he's got a big head, like a proper big head, and also a number of fairly hefty scars on him. One of them is what appears to be a crocodile scar, right along the top of his back. And this country through here, you'll see when you watch the rest of the clip, like the watercolour changes, and you'll notice that some water has no footprints around it and it's a different colour. That water also smells different, so the chances of there being a croc in there are fairly high. Pigs have an excellent sense of smell, and they can generally smell if there's been a croc in there for a while, and they'll avoid the area. And even if they didn't know there was a croc there, as soon as one pig gets taken, then they know they're gone. But sometimes these big old loners, they'll pull up somewhere. There might be a fresh crocodile in that hole, and they try and take them. Sometimes they're just not strong enough to stop a pig of this size. They're a powerful animal, and you discount one of these things and you come off second best. Hand to hand, one of these, I'd piss myself. They're a formidable animal. But anyway, so we've dropped this fella. We're going to leave him out here. We'll GPS this spot. We may come back, but there's just so many places to go out here. Why would you go back again, But anyway, great pig, good hooks, big heavy animal, very cool scar. Sadly, the exit for the 577 is significant. I might take a video and then put that as an adults only, if you like. If I get enough comments, or if I get a comment, one comment about if you want to see the exits on these big things, I'll show you. I'll do them on a separate video, so you'll need to wait for that to pop up. Anyway, while I'm sitting here gas bagging to you, there is another boar out there living his best life, and I'm going to go ruin his day. So anyway, that's the pig. He's finished. I'm going to pack up and go. Alright, that's the croc scar. Unreal. I'm assuming it's a croc scar, unless it's a cancer. Looking at how those edges are raised up, you can see those lumps are in there. They look like individual teeth marks. I wonder if he's got anything on his belly. I'll have to have a look, see if there's any marks on his belly. Unreal. See you, Biggie. That's where he was. He was not over there, he was down there. You see the running steps. Then he'd come up there, down that gully, and then up there. Alright. This is a buffalo with the itchy head. How cool are these? As far as I'm aware, these are a Banksia. May Gibbs, I think it was May Gibbs, wrote children's stories. My dad read them to me. And there was the Banksia men, they were the bad dudes. Every time I see these, I still think about nightmares. Banksia man will get you. Don't you misbehave, Banksia man will get you. I think it's interesting. They found a different bit of dirt. Very cool. They are really, really cool. Well, we're still heading for the sun. Got about 1.2, 1.3 k's to go. Oh, wow, look at that. Apparently these are excellent for starting fires. There's a fire lighter. I'm going to take some back and try that. The return was a bit quicker than I expected. So I've probably got 15 minutes of shooting light. So I'm going to go for a walk down the front of that swamp because the car's over there. But to be honest, I don't think there is that much in this bit of country at the moment, for whatever reason. Whilst there's a whole pile of green pick, there's not a million animals, which is good. I did see wallabies. I saw snakes. Maybe jumped to the bastard. And I saw that old cow and that one boar in 5 kilometres or so. Might have maxed out 6 k's of actual walk. But anyway, we're back. There's the ute.